It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the last game for the Bulls, it was a win against the Wizards at Verizon Center. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And we'll be seeing the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo in tonight's game. Shaq, how good can this kid be?
You know, Ernie, it's rare to see a blend of size and speed as his position. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a great athlete, and he really can finish at the rim.
Yeah, he's very young, but his skill isn't young. And if he stays focused and works on his outside shot, which I've heard he's been doing, I think that he could take his game to another level.
In his short career, has his name become any easier for you to say?
No, it's very easy. The Greek freak.
Antetokounmpo.
That was very, very close. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got DeRozan. Vucevic is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Baller, and it's Levine at the 2.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
So he gets them both.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it. And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker. On the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game, some of the best numbers of his career.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Tries again, and Vucevic with the layup.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
T kicks to Holiday. Lopez a screen. Holiday the pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Washington.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Teague. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Middleton. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Lopez with the block. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. A nice shot by Teague.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Ball, the pass to Levine, goes up the baseline, and that one's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Milwaukee in the lead. Teague dishes to Middleton. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lopez a screen. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now, here's DeRozan. He picked up 36 points in their last one against Washington. 5 to shoot, and that one is hammered home.
I tell you what, better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Teague. In the loss to the Knicks the other night, definitely not himself. Middleton outside. Lopez a screen. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Rejected by Gasol. Outside DeRozan. Gasol a screen on Teague. And DeRozan kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now here's Gasol. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington. Here's Ball. It's good. This game is all even. Baller's got his second basket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
DeRozan against Teague. Lopez a screen. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Gasol following the bucket by the Bucks. Clock at 6. And he drops it in from the low post. Gasol's got his first basket of the night.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Now here's Middleton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
DeRozan against Antetokounmpo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Shooting two.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Knicks in New York.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded-out, low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer, Clark. He's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And Teague's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bulls also changing it out. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ball. Chicago trailing here.
And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his bounce, he can get in there and grab a few more.
Now here's DeRozan. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one is on Holiday. Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
It's been a strong game for DeRozan. He's already got 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Another miss by Middleton.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Rose gets a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rose has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Portis, the pass to Middleton. Lopez, a screen on DeRozan. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. To the middle, here's Lopez. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. And it's Lopez penetrating, and he gets it to go. Lopez has got 6.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Left side Rose. From outside the arc. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Vucevic. And that's 13 points for DeMar DeRozan. Bucks trail by 7. Outside Teague. High post Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And let's review some numbers for Holiday. 14th in free throw percentage, 15th in steals, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he deserves a lot of credit for being such a clutch free throw shooter. It's not a glamorous part of the game, but we know how incredibly important it is.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Brook Lopez. Milwaukee making a switch here. Mayo's checked in. Green, he's checked in for Chicago. Brook Lopez hits them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Rose kicks to Green. Over to the wing. Here's Mirotic. The putback and slam dunk by Vucevic. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Cal.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful.
Now here's Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Mirotic. The shot is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Outside Mayo. He kicks it to Teague. Middleton outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Portis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Portis has got his first bucket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. John Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Jeff Teague. Right side Rose. Feeds to Mirotic. Here's the 3. Bayless grabs the board. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Middleton. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Stolen by Middleton. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Now, here is Mirotic. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Washington.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Portis. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York. Green kicks to Rose. No luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Bayless. Fires the three. The shot misses. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Bucks lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark. Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
Mayo out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday. Then it's John Henson. And it's Bayless in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. On the clock, and Henson kicks to Bayless. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Aaron Brooks. Here's the screen. Holiday, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
And they get it back. And Mirotic kicks to Gasol. Passes it to Ball. Gasol a screen. Ball, the pass to Gasol. They shoot again. That is good. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
That's good from Bayless.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Now here's DeRozan.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down to 1, and the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Good on the shot. 7 points for Baller.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Okay. Chicago's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. DeRozan against Mayo. And DeRozan, here we go. And too long on the shot. Milwaukee's gone 3-6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside Holiday. They set the pick. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And here they go. Here's Ball. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Henson. And it's Teague in for Jared Bayless. He hits the second from the line. Teague with the ball. There's the feed to Holiday. Back to Teague. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. Tries it from 19. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Bulls have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Ball, the pass to Brooks. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Mayo. The Bucks trail. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go in either for Teague. The Bulls shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Mirotic the screen. Ball, the pass to Mirotic. Here's Gasol. And again, no good by Chicago.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important. And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing really stands out. But then you watch him in games, especially in clutch moments, and he can seem like the most dangerous guy on the floor. A scary, deep-range shooter who loves to take defenders one-on-one.
So it's Chicago now. Brooks dishes to Mirotic. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through DeRozan. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Teague. Aaron Brooks picking up that last basket. Mayo. That's good.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Brooks kicks to DeRozan. Mirotic sets the screen for DeRozan. It's Solomon to Tacumbo. The dish to Teague. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Mirotic. And it's Rose in for Brooks. Free throw good, Teague.
And Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
Ball, and it's sent back by Lopez.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Chicago. Zach LaVine comes in for Ball. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Lopez a screen. Middleton the pass to Teague. Back to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11. Bulls trail by 5. Now Rose. He had 16 points in the win against Washington, and he gets it to go. LaVine's got his second basket of the night. The Bucks have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. They set the pick. Rose against Teague. Here's Portis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now here's Green. They trail by 3, but they'll get another chance. And finished off by Gasol.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Now here's Middleton. 13 points in the game. Here's on to Tacumbo. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Rose attacking, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Vucevic with the bucket. Now here's Teague. 5 points in the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Portis, the pass to Teague. Middleton on the wing. Tries it from 19. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Outside, Green. Gasol setting the pick for Green. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 15. A wide open look here for Lopez. Off target from outside. Chicago leading Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And that one's good. Rose has got 5 points so far.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Gasol, wide open. He fires. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Henson checked in for Brook Lopez. 1:53 left to play in the first half. Rose attacking. Here's Gasol. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
T kicks to Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Gasol. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Green. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Bucks trail. He feeds it to Henson. Middleton for 3. Rebounded by Rose. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Levine dishes to Vucevic. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his third rebound on the night. 52 seconds left in the first half. Puts it up from 12. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Jared Bayless has checked in for the Bucks. Now Chicago has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Vucevic setting the pick for Rose. The pass to Vucevic, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound, so you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pumpkin.
That's a good point. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 10 rebounds, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Bayless the pass to Portis. For 3, Middleton. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's Levine. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. To the middle. Here's Rose. And the shot is good. Rose has got 7 points in the game.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Beyond the arc. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's Chicago leading by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 15 points and 2 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Ernie. I don't know how many points, a lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.